Hello everyone. In this module I have explained new chapter, that is political parties, chapter number 6 of your NCERT book in civics. In this module we have to know about the political parties and discuss about its function. You all know that political parties is very much important, that in our democratic country, as because we all know that we are a representative democracy, and in this representative democracy we need to select, we need to choose our representatives or the leaders, and that leaders or representatives they are belong to any particular one political parties. So for that reason we can say that political parties is very much important, as because that it is very much important, as because all of you or any of us, whenever we want to give the vote, we need one candidate, we need one person who belongs to any particular political parties. See, if you see towards our citizens or towards our country, we all know that in our country most of the peoples, they are not very educated. Even they don't know about the constitution, they don't know about their rights, they don't know about the theories, about the that in a details manner, they don't know that what is constitution and how we can use our constitution, or who are behind the constitution. They don't know at all these things, because they are literally not very educated. But if you ask that similar person related about the political parties, related about that any kind of elections procedures, or the elections related to any elections, about their nominations, about their candidates, their symbols, so though even they don't know about the constitutions of our country, but still they are very well known to any political parties. So from that reason we can say that political parties are easily one of the most visible institution in our democracy, because ordinary citizens, those who don't know about the others political institution, they very well known, they very well that they are aware about the political parties, and they are very much that they have all information regarding the political parties. So for that reason we can say that at the same time the visibility does not mean the popularity. That the chances are that they would know something about one political parties, that means that political parties are very much that practically they are mixing with our constitution, with our citizens, and they are that they are doing the meetings and the campaigning, so that they will be that mix with our citizens. So for that reason we can say that the political parties is very much important. Now the question is that what is political party, or what do you mean by that political parties? So the political party is nothing but it is a group of people. Please remember that it's a group of the people, those who are coming together, all the different people, those who are coming in and one that group, only for contesting election, only for to nominating themselves and to casting their elections and hold the power in the government. So political party is nothing, it's not at all an institution or organization. Political party is simply a group where the different peoples, they come together for contesting the elections, for participating into the election. Only why they are participating in the election? So that they can hold the government, they can hold the power into the government and can run the government if they get the sufficient vote, or if they that they are getting the vote or support of the citizens. So this is one kind of group. And as well as along with that also, the political party agree on some policies and programs. It's not like that the political parties is come without any policies, without any strategy, and they randomly come and that casting or contesting elections, but political parties came and they participate in the election with some policies, with some programs for the society. That because we all know that why people are very much that aware with the information of political parties, because they are always take care, they are always try to that taking the policies and programs only for the society, and they try to implement it, they try to use that policies among the society, so that with the support of that policy, with the support of the citizen, they can get that power in the, by winning the election through the support of the citizen. That's why they are using that policy or programs into the society. Along with that, there is a things that does political parties reflect fundamental political decision in a society? Yes, of course. This reflects that political parties, they have some political division in a society. See, some political parties ideology have different, all the ideologies of the different parties, that is not actually they are same. So all have the policies and programs, they have a different policies, different programs, and which is not actually, the ideologies are not saming with each other, and they try to capture on the basis of their policies. Now there are some components of the political parties. We have the political parties are that has three components, the three main components. What are the three main components? Let's see. The first one is leaders. Now you all know that whenever any political party that is formed, one particular leader should be there, because without the leader that political party cannot be run. So one leader we need for running that political parties or for making the political party. So leader is a very important part of political parties. Next one is that active members, because you all know that the leaders alone cannot be run all the political parties. So to run the political parties, or to forming the political parties, or to do functioning of that political parties, that leaders need some members, those who actively work on behalf of the political parties in the society by implementing policies and programs and different things. So the active members are very much needed. And if you imagine that only in the political parties we have leaders, we have active members, but no one can support the political parties, then what's the need of that political parties? Because without the support or without the followers, the political parties cannot win into the election, and without winning the election, they cannot hold the power in the government. So basically, political parties need three things which can give the success in a society. First one, need a good leader. They need active members, those who are working on behalf of that political parties into the society, and a very important, not the last, the followers, those who are following the political parties, those who are supporting the political parties. So these three are the very important component, those which makes a political party in a very success, or can be that give the failure to them. So these three components are very much important. Now we have to know that there is some functions of the political parties, that without doing any work, the political parties cannot get that support from the citizens. So what are the functions, what are the key roles of any political parties in our society? That's we have to know. Okay, so let's see that first one. The first one is talking about the practice, that practice contest election. Now what is that? Political parties contest election means what? You all know that the political parties, they have formed their group. Why they are forming their group? For for only to get the power, or for that the political parties are forming for getting the power or holding the power from the government. Now how they will hold the power, or how they will come in the post of the ruling party? That's the biggest question. They can participate, the political parties, they try to get participate into the elections, and after getting all the votes, they hold the power. So for contesting election is very much important function, because without participating in the election, it's not possible for any group to get support of the citizen, as because we all choose our representatives through the process of election. So this is the first most important function of the political parties, that the political parties should contest elections, should participate into the election process, so that everyone give them the vote, and they get if they win, they get the power to hold the government and run the government. Next one is said that the parties put forward different policies and programs, and the voters choose from them. If you little bit observe, and please go back, if you that recall all the news during the time of the previous election, you can heard that that the political parties all the time they are campaigning, they are doing the meetings, they are march doing the rallies and different kind of march past. So in that timing, they basically what they are doing in that timing, they are advertising, they are promoting their policies and programs, that what are their plannings if they win the election, what kind of facilities or benefits they will give to the citizens, what are their ideologies, what are their motto, what are their aims and objectives, different things. So different policies and programs they are promoting into the meetings and the into the campaignings, and on the basis of that policies and programs, the voters are choosing from them. So we can say that each of us may be different opinions or viewpoints on what policies are suitable for the society, but no government can handle such a variety of views. In a democracy, a large number of similar opinions have to be grouped together to provide a direction in which policies can be formulated by the government. This is what called parties do. So you all know that all the citizens are not exactly same with each other. They don't have a similar the opinions or they don't have similar ideologies, they don't have similar expression of viewpoints, their viewpoints not similar at all. But if you see the scenario of a large populated country just like our country, which is a democratic, then you can see that most of the political parties, that the ideologies or the programs almost they are somehow similar to each other, and due to that reason, this is what the political parties do, that they are preparing some policies and programs so that a party they can reduces a vast multitudes of the opinions. If the political parties they are differed from each other, then only the voters can choose from them. So it's a very important thing that that those political party who have a different ideology, who have a different policies and programs for our society, it's not a thing that later on the citizens are that they are understand, or they are that they feel whether that policies and programs are good for them or not. But previously, only on the basis of the differentiated among the political parties, all the policies and programs, the voters can choose them, and the voters that the government is expected to base its policies on the line taken by the ruling party. Basically, that all the political parties that try to take the policies and programs which is not at all is similar to the ruling parties. Now, what is ruling party? Ruling party means the party which get the vote, maximum vote of our citizen, and they hold the power of the government, and those who sit in the chair of the government. So they are known as the the ruling party. So basically, the political parties try to that forwarded the different policies and programs in front of the society, so that the society or the voters can choose them, because the voters, we all need the differentiate or the different or unique kind of policies and programs. So whenever our citizens get any uniqueness in any political parties programs and that policies, then we already give our support to them. Next one is saying about that parties play a decisive role in making the laws for the country. Okay, now the thing is that you all know that the question is that who makes the laws. See, from your previous things, you all get to know that the legislatives are making the laws, and you all know that most of the members, those who belongs to the legislative, that means the parliament, they are belongs to any political party. So ultimately we can say that the direction of the party's leadership, irrespective of their personal opinions, ultimately the parties that they playing a role of the making the laws. See, if you see that, you all know that laws was made by legislatives, that is parliament. And who are seated in the parliament? The ministers. The ministers belongs to where? They belongs to political parties. So indirectly, the political parties, they make laws. Okay, so I hope you understand with this chart that that political parties, they are somehow making the playing a role as a making of the law for the country, as the political parties, different members are sit or they belong to the parliament, and we all know that the parliament makes the laws. So from this we can understand that indirectly, or by doing the debates, by doing the discussions, some laws that was that passed out from the legislatives or the parliament, from the parliament house. So indirectly we can say that political parties, they play a very important role for making in the field of making laws, as because they are doing the debates, they are presenting their programs or the bills, they are discussing on the bills, and finally after discussion or debates, finally the law was passed. So we can say that political parties playing a role as a debater, as a that discussion members for that making the laws for our country. Next point is say that political parties forms and run the government. You all know that, as it is noticed in the last few years, that the big policy decision are taken by the political executive, that that comes from the political parties. Parties recruit leaders, train them, and then make them ministers to run the government in the way they are. That means that you all know that those parties who get the majority vote from our citizen, they that they win the election, and after winning the election they choose their leaders, and that leaders trained by the political parties, and they are getting the that person or that leader get the power for sit into the chair of the government, and they run the government. So we can say that political parties, those who win the election as a ruling party, they can form their political party, they can form their leaders, and they can train that leaders, and that leaders after training they get that they're running the government. So we can say that it is also one of the important function of the political parties, that to form the that groups and the leaders, and then that leaders that run the government. Now the next one is saying about that parties shape public opinion. And what is public opinion? That the parties, we all know that as a citizen everyone have a different political, the different opinions we have, and as the political parties are very much dependent upon the citizens, so it's that they raise and highlighted many issues. Citizens can highlight it, citizens can raise many issues which was happening in the society, and the parties, they have a lack of members and activists spread all over the country. That suppose if I'm taking any one political party, like if right now it's the ruling party of the central government, that is BJP, if I'm taking the example, it's not the only thing that in the Delhi only the BJP peoples are there. In all over the country, in different state, in different districts, many members are there, those who belongs to BJP or the different political parties, and they are working actively for spreading their ideologies, for that implementing their policies and different kinds of things. So many of also we have a pressure group. Now what is pressure group? See, from the first chapter I hope you all get understand in the power sharing, the forms of power sharing, that what is pressure group. The group which is given the pressure to the government for fulfilling or for fulfilling their demands and their problems which is highlighted in the society. So all the pressure groups are the extension of the political parties. See, they also somehow are indirectly connected with the political parties, and the parties sometimes also launch some kind of movements for the resolution of the problem which is faced by the people. See, if I'm giving one example, that suppose in few months ago there's a one problem arises in our country, that is in NRC or related to CAA, okay, for the Citizenship Amendment Act. So for that reason the political parties, also some different political parties, they that they started the movements against this bill. So also they are doing this. So why I'm giving this kind of example, so that you will understand that parties shape the public opinion. Now suppose all the there's some that some problem arises in the society, like what I'm giving you the example about the Citizenship Amendment Bill. Some citizens have issues regarding this. Now some political parties, they are shaping that opinion of citizenship, they adopted that opinion and they give one another kind of shapes, and they produces it in front of the ruling government. Like that's if I'm again I give you example, that maybe suppose in someone's locality there's a issues of water. Now the citizens are talking with only within their society that how to resolve the water issues. Okay, now in that condition, if any opposition political parties or if any other political parties, those who are not in a position, not in a chair, they are think they are adopted all the issues and they modifying that issues and they created that issues and converted that issues into a movement and they start doing the movement against the government. So this is the known as the parties who are shape the public opinion according to their own convenience. This is also happened because we know that citizens cannot have that alone cannot do that thing. So the citizen needs also the help, those who are transferring their opinion to the in front of the government, like a pressure group movement or like a political parties movement. Next one is talking about the political parties who lose in elections play the role as a opposition. See, there's a two types of political parties. One, those who that getting the majority vote of the citizens and they form the government and they belongs to the ruling party, those who are sit in the the chair. And another one, those who are not getting the majority vote and those who lose the election, that citizens is known as that political parties is known as the opposition party. If I'm giving one example, that if you see in our central government right now, the BJP gets all the vote and they win the elections, and they get formed their government and seated in the central government. So they are ruling party. But the Congress, those who are not, those who lose their election, those who lost their elections, they're not getting the majority vote, they be known as the opposition party. So political parties is not always that they are only doing the ruling ruling work. They are also, some political parties also work as a opposition party, role of opposition, those who criticizing the government, ruling government, so that they will can they will try to approaches the government so that they will do the work. And if the ruling government are doing any kind of wrong work, then that as a role of opposition party, they criticizing the government. So political parties sometimes also play a role of the opposition party by criticizing the government's work. The last one is talking about that the parties provides the people access to government machineries and welfare schemes implemented the government. That government are all about, we know that the government is for us, government are accountable, the government are answerable towards the citizen, the government are responsible towards the taking the responsibility of the citizen, the government are legitimate, the government are bound towards the citizen. So in that manner, the political parties also play an important role as a government machinery, or you can say the government institution, those who take the welfare schemes, those who make the welfare schemes and that can be implemented into the society for the benefit of the citizens. So political parties also try to access as a machinery, government representatives, those who providing the welfare schemes to to the society by the government. So these all are the political parties function. I hope you all understand that what is political party, what are the components of political party, and what are the role play which functioned by the political parties. So up to this, I hope you all understand, get an that the structure of the political parties. In my next video, we will discuss about the necessity of the political parties, and as well as how many political parties we have, or what kind of political party system in the world we have, or you can say the types of the political parties. So till that, thank you so much for watching the video.